All right, hello and welcome to quarantine time cooking. Today we'll be preparing a special stew. The reason why I call it special is because you can't mess this up unless you're. Anyway, okay, so it's a classical stew, beef type of thing, beef stew. Instead of your classic potatoes, brown gravy, I decided to put a little twang to it. But anyway, what we have is what I've done already is I have prepared and seasoned. I washed this off, by the way, because I don't know who been touching this. Rona is running around everywhere. But anyway, all I did was I bought five small packs of stew beef or beef stew, depending on where you go, where it's called. And I've washed it. I've seasoned it with Worcestershire sauce, which is this thing here, Worcestershire. It makes it nice and tender, gives it a nice color. And I've put garlic salt, onion powder, and garlic powder, and a little touch of lemon pepper, and seasoned it and folded it in. And right now it's marinating. I have a medium-sized Dutch oven on medium heat, and some green onions, and then a medium-sized regular onion. It doesn't matter if it's a Vidalia, white, sweet, doesn't care. As long as it's one of these looking ones. But what we're going to do now is chop up half of this. And like 2 or 3 sprigs of the green onion. Right. So, this recipe calls for a 1 bag of sweet baby carrots, which you can get at any grocery store. Doesn't matter where you go, as long as they are these. 1 bag of these. A can of mushroom soup, creamy mushroom soup, and large onion. Anyway, yeah. Quarantine at my house. I have nothing else to do, so I decided, why not start a cooking channel? Everybody else is doing it. Oh my god, I hate these things. It's important to peel these before you cut them, because if not, they're impossible to cut. And I have a dull knife. That's the problem. Problem number 1, get you some new knives. Right, let's try something sharper, like this. Anyway, so, leave in the comment sections what y'all been doing over quarantine. Y'all been trying some new hobbies or what? Anyway, so I chop both ends off because it makes it easier to peel. But anyway, you're gonna get half of this and mince it or chop it real good. So when you cook it, it has a nice flavor to it, robust and whatnot. Anyway, so chop this in half. Put the other half aside for later because you're gonna need that. And what you're gonna do now is just cut straight down, the middle. So 1. I don't know why I'm counting this, but anyway. So you don't have to use an onion, but I'm suggesting you do because to me it doesn't taste right without one. But every time I cut an onion, I think of the movie Shrek when he said ogres are like onions, they have layers. But anyway, what you're gonna do, you see this? See it's like that? So what you're gonna do now is go on the side so it's in nice cubes. But anyway, I got in here and I was like, I'm bored as hell. So why not start a cooking channel for quarantine? I talked to some people. They said it's a nice idea because half of y'all don't know how to cook anyway. So might as well start y'all with the basics. Leave me some suggestions in the comment section below. What you want me to do next, or what should I improve on? Because this is my first time doing this, and I'm refuse to have a long editing process. Hopefully y'all can see that, right? Cause wait a minute. Nah, not enough light. Anyway, what you're gonna do now is with this onion, you're gonna put it in a separate bowl, which I already have one, and it's behind me. God, I hate chopping onions because every time I do, I cry. Oh, right. So, what you're gonna do now is put these onions into a bowl, set aside. Because what you want to do now is grab you a stick of butter, so it can get nice and soft at the time you put it in this already heated pot. So you're going to need 1 stick of butter. I use Land O'Lakes because butter is butter, but for you healthy conscious people, I will use, I can't believe it's not butter, because apparently people get pressed when you use real butter. I mean, how else you gonna cook something without using the real thing? But anyway, you need 1 stick of butter. Set this aside. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna set that aside. Now you're gonna cut about 2 sprigs of green onion. Cut off the ends, because if you don't, you're poisoning your family. So what you're gonna do now is just cut them up into nice circular sizes. And you're gonna put this in the same bowl as you put the regular onion in. I use green onion for color, basically, because the white regular onion is gonna give you flavor. Green is just for color. But hey, you know, we all can't be professionals, so I'm gonna just cut these up nice and good. Cut these up nice and good. Yeah. See, that's all you're gonna do. That's that for color. That's all you need. So, like I said, you're going to need a stick of butter and some vegetable oil. Clean. Don't use no dirty refried chicken grease, because it comes out weird and a little funny. So anyway, you're going to need about 4 tablespoons of butter. And the thing about this is, I can't believe it's not butter, or most butter brands will put a tablespoon measuring chart on the wrapper for you, so you don't have to guess and, you know, have a stroke in the middle of the night. Anyway, what you're going to do now is grab the stick of butter. You're going to grab this, place it in here. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's sizzling. And get you about a 1/4 cup of this vegetable oil, and pour it in there, because the oil is going to keep the butter from burning. So just pour you about that much in there. It keeps that nice, delicious substance called butter from, you know, melting. I'm going to grab a can or 2, depending on how, you know, soupy or thick you want your soup, of cream of mushroom soup. So, you're gonna grab about 1 can of this, or 2, depending. I like mine pretty meaty and saucy, so I grabbed 2. But anyway, once that gets good and stirred around, like such, get it nice and stirred in there, because this is the basis of your sauce. Oh, there we go. Anyway, yeah, like I said, stir your butter around, give some oil. You can't cook anything without butter or oil. If you don't, you're a weird person, or either not Southern. But anyway, um, yeah, I mean, we're going through a pandemic right now. People are still going out and hanging out with people, which I have no earthly idea why would you do that. But that's not the problem. Problem at hand is America. We can't keep our stuff together because we're hard-headed, and you know, China has no new cases. I'm saying they flattened their curve, like flattened. But anyway, we're gonna let this butter and oil get nice and incorporated into each other. So when it's looking nice and consistent, we're going to add our meat and brown it, not cook it, brown it. That means a nice outside brownness because it seals in all that good flavor. And if you don't brown it, I'm not saying it's not gonna come out right, but you know, do what you want to do. I'm just teaching you how to do it the right way. Now that it looks nice and incorporated, like this, which is what you want it to look like, you want to turn it up just a little bit more to probably a 6, so it has a nice, you know, yeah. Anyway, you're going to now add our meat a little bit at a time, because if you plop it all in there, it's just not right. So, just grab you a few at a time. And let it brown. But yeah, y'all talk to me. Give me something to do in the comments. You know, or if this is too complicated for you, I'll just start out with toast or how to cut an onion. But you want to start a little bit at a time, because if you overcrowd it, it won't brown right. Now you're just gonna stir that nice and good in there. Now, you see that bubbling? That's a good thing. That means it's working. Don't drain this, because you're going to need all the juices after this. Like, again, it's going to be the basis of the sauce in this. But, you see how already that it's beginning to brown, like on this side here? But, yeah, this is turning out great. Anyway, like I said, you know how I said keep this? This is gonna become very important later in the process. This is good for now. So when this gets good and brown, you dump that in there. Let it, you know, funk sway in there. Let it get its groove going on in there. But I'll be back once it gets good and brown.